Yeah. King has beat Faut NL today, Peach Play, and Rev beat Spino and Asta to get
Okay.
to our to this part of the bracket. So we'll see how it goes. Also, kind of a bit of a thing about King. Bit of a thing about King. King, as a player, is actually very, very active in these online tournaments. He participates a lot in the Sunday Beatdown, which is like a tournament hosted by the SSBM EU Discord, and frequently performs very well, like as in winning or getting close to winning, which is actually quite impressive. There are some good players there, good players that we're also seeing today. So King is a grinder. You know, that's what he does. He plays and plays and plays in tournaments and practices, and has really seen a lot of growth as a player as a result. Oh,
he is
let's
trying
go.
to. Oh, but yeah, that is not something you're going to come back against. Spike, receiving a spike in the first stock, but then dealing one out in your second stock is a bit of revenge action there. And I think we saw kind of what you meant. As soon as King starts going in with these lasers, like jumping in with those lasers and trying to get something in for Yoshi, Rev is in a bit of trouble. But now it seems King is in a bit of trouble. Gets caught in that Yoshi vortex there. All those hitboxes coming out are a bit overwhelming, but it seems like both players are doing a pretty fine job of just constantly trying to keep each other in a disadvantageous stage. Ooh, but that air dodge! No. That's not good for King. Is a stock down, but Rev also at a pretty dangerous percentage.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the struggle of the Falco a bit, right?
Yeah.
Where King is able to, get damage in and maybe get some combos started, but very frequently he encounters that wall of the double jump armor. And it's just difficult to deal with. I mean, like, you can try to get like a shine back here or just overpower it with dealing enough damage. But honestly speaking, Falco just doesn't have a lot of multi-hit moves. It's just not something he has a lot.
Yeah, to use upbeat to get foot armor is also not the best thing you want to do.
It's even a multi-hit move.
Oh no, it's not in this game. No. Excuse me.
It's not even a multi. Like, you would think so. Fox's is, but Falco's isn't. So that doesn't work. I think so. Falco has two multi-hit moves, which are his forward aerial and his up aerial, which are bad. They are bad. But it doesn't matter. King cleans it out nicely anyway, just by virtue of, getting the nice hits, right? And then actually cleaning it out with the big spikes as well, getting a clean 2-stock here, and now we're going to be moving into the second game.
And actually, I was surprised how quick those last 2 stocks disappeared for Rev. In the beginning, it was kind of back and forth. The first stock especially it took kind of a while to properly get both stocks done for the players. But then it just went by in like a minute and a half. It was just done at that point. And maybe that's King finding that opening, finding that key to unlock Rev and just completely try to dismantle him from that point onward. So maybe Rev is going to try and take it a bit closer, I would presume. The lasers have been doing good work for what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
So I would presume something smaller in terms of stages.
Might you say Yoshi's? No, we're going to be going to FOD, which is honestly kind of the expected stage here. FOD is sort of notoriously bad for Falco. It's not a bad stage. Falco doesn't really have a bad stage, right? But it's just an annoying stage because the platforms can get in the way of your lasers, which, as it turns out, that's pretty important for Rev here.
Yeah, he died actually. And he also was crouching in between a lot of lasers. He notices that King is usually doing those lasers out of a short up, and he just crouched to get under him and then catch him with 2 down tilts, and that's the stock actually. And already it seems that Rev is gonna try and take that second one. Ooh, but doesn't quite get the edge guard there. But still, Rev, kind of a very strong position he's taking here in game number 2.
Yeah, just strong start, explosive start here, and now just looking for that last hit, right? Playing it a bit safe. Although this is, of course, the problem. Wow!
Ooh, okay.
Beautiful. Still gets sniped out, but you know what? We don't mind that. We're kind of happy. We just need to close it out quickly now. And honestly, as a Yoshi, you can get there pretty reliably because at 0%, with your double jump armor, crouch cancel, all of these good things, you should be able to connect. Although King is not letting it happen.
Uh-oh, yeah, and this is actually the second time he has been going through that down air with double jump armor. Must be a bit frustrating for King to deal with at this point, but still he is in the lead in terms of percentages, has completely made up for the deficit in the first stock, and actually takes the second stock as well. King showing that unfortunate down tilt is not the end of him, and right now he is doing a pretty good job to make it even 2 stocks for each player, but still seeing how fast that first stock went, that's a big up for King here.
Yeah, King definitely making up for that quick first stock, and now getting a lot of damage in. One back here, second back here. Look, that's really how you do it with Falco, right? You break the double jump armor, not with a multi-hit move. You just hit the guy twice.
Just a delayed multi-hit.
Yeah, it's just build your own multi-hit, you know?
Well, yeah, in the first barriers usually you use that to actually get to the double jump armor, so the strong bear is strong enough to do that at that percentages, but still it is kind of a thing you can adapt to. Is gonna land off stage without a double jump right now. Ref last stock, but still King, oh my god, he just grabs him, he stays in the shield for too long, and again tries again with that double back air to make sure that Yoshi is not gonna come back to the stage, but Ref is gonna do that though, gonna try and start something, but misses the forward tilt. And now in a pretty bad position. Yeah, that down smash is going to be it. And then actually surprisingly clean play from King despite the first stock.
Surprising?
No,
I will not have King disrespected like this, my friend. King performed excellently in the first game, performing excellently in the second game as well. Moving on in this bracket. Rev, of course, also showing that, you know what, this Yoshi knows what's up. But yeah, sometimes you get overwhelmed a little bit, right?
I meant surprising in the way that...
A best of 5 then. Oh, okay, look at that.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we're gonna actually enjoy another game of this miraculous set. And we're gonna go back to FOD. Despite losing on there, Rev still has the feeling that he should be able to do fine. It seems not that like that's the case already, but maybe he's thought of something.
Well, FOD is one of those stages where it's just good for the matchup. Not enough. But it's just a good stage for the matchup, right? Yeah. And that doesn't really change even if you lose a game on it. So.
Right. Yeah, he does take that first stock with a down smash first time he hits that. Ooh, gets the down air, and that's a lot of damage already. 54% on King already, and Rev still with that first stock unanswered from King with that with the options there. Gets a down tilt in really high for Rev. Oh no, the cheesy neutral B. He tried to.
Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Getting sniped out with the back air while doing the little egg off the ledge. You know, that was actually a bit of a mistake from Rev though. If you do the egg perfectly, you're actually fully invincible the entire time. You can't be interacted with. So, you know what? That's why you need to be fast if you make those decisions. You can't just like sit there and wait.
Yeah, you need to be quick or else you get hit with that backer. And without a double jump, Yoshi doesn't really have a good way, or actually has a way to get back to the stage except air drift. But for now, it seems that still with that stock, Rev decently shows strong showing for now. But now King is going to have a say in that. Ooh, wants to get something with the up air maybe there, but gets caught by the Yoshi. Down to, and now a lot of moves are just going to whiff in a row. Kind of spaghetti here. But who doesn't love a good bowl of spaghetti sometimes?
I think it's really interesting how King has been using the down tilt a lot in this game, actually. Right, just trying to connect with that really powerful vertical kill option. Probably because he doesn't have to deal with the double jump armor there.
Yeah, when he is on the ground, there's no double jump armor. Yeah, so that's a good option. Good, also good maybe to catch some landings there. Ooh, tries to start another combo, but misses the tech read on there. Continues anyway because hey, we are Falco. But ooh, is it gonna be it? Oh no, actually misses that edge guard. Gets onto the stage with an on-stage recovery, but no punishment from Rev there. And okay, didn't have a double jump there.
Yeah, this is it's just such a struggle, right? Like, despite me kind of portraying all of this as like, here's the weaknesses that Falco has in this matchup. Let's be completely clear about this. Falco is the better character and wins this matchup, right? It's just that Yoshi has some stuff that works in his favor, and right now you can kind of see why Falco is so freaking good. right? It's just sheer power that's letting King overwhelm Rev. There's no secret strategy. There's no big counterplay. Nothing like that. It's just Falco being a monster.
Yeah, it's like kind of like, oh, okay, almost gets the down smash. It's kind of like consistency versus spikes, you know? Like Falco just seems like in his mind a very consistent, high power character, and Yoshi has sometimes those tools to properly destroy him. But the consistency is really important, it seems, because in the long term, that's gonna keep you, or that's gonna close out games for you. Oh, but that tech read up smash is not gonna take the stock, but still, Rev actually trying to take it back. Oh, back air into Nair. Okay.
That was juicy. I like that. I mean, honestly, should have just gone for the knee in the first place, right? But extending with the back air, really interesting.
Yeah, it seems like it just had enough hit stun to properly connect that Nair and take care of the stock. So Ref still showing, some signs. Is still showing some signs of life.
Yeah,
is still in this game.
Although now we're going into a counter pick from
the King counter pick,
and I expect FD.
Oh yeah.
Here there is no space for the Yoshi to hide. There's no space to use the shield drops, which is a kind of like a big thing that Yoshis like to use a lot. Well, this is one stage where you just have to compete with the Falco in power. It turns out that's really difficult.
Just a direct power struggle here, but it seems to be doing fine so far. Bit of a deep edge guard trying to go there, so that means that King gets back to the ledge basically for free. They're just trying to find the killing blow for both each other, but that forward air is gonna take him out. Big smack with that head is gonna make sure that King is the first one to lose that stock, and still trying to find something to answer that.
Yeah, it's a big smack with the head. I just sorry, I don't know. That's just a really funny way of putting that. It's like, yeah, that's what it is. It's a big smack with the head. All right, cool. We can see King now using more and more lasers, which I think is very smart. Honestly, if you're gonna go to FD in this matchup, look, that's your thing. Spam the lasers a bit, right? Like, what's Yoshi gonna do about it?
Yeah. You have the bigger room. You don't have to actually interact with him at that point. You can just try to keep him out with the lasers. And when you have that advantage and when you have the percentage lead, just try to go for that. But it seems like he just wants to directly engage with Rev. And FD doesn't seem like a stage for that.
I don't know what King was doing there. Like those last two dares, that was like, like unranked Falco there. That was Falco Master, Falco Master 12 there. Like I don't know what was going on with that.
It wasn't
Dash, that's not even gonna take the kill. What are you doing? All right, come on, King. Don't get flustered now. I feel like King is feeling the nerves.
Oh my god. Yeah, he is. You said like the unranked Falco, unregistered Hypercam 4 kind of gameplay. And it looked kind of rough for him. Like, he didn't really get anything in those last couple of stocks. And then just Rev gets in once, gets those falling uppers constantly into the down smash, and he just dies at 70.
Yeah.
And I find it really weird that you would probably pick FD to have the space, to have the laser room, and to properly keep your distance from Yoshi. But he just tried to get in anyways. So then Yoshi's doesn't seem like a really unlogical counter pick, seeing how he played that FD game. It is still a pretty good Yoshi stage from what I know. And still, those platforms are going to help him out immensely, but they're also going to help out King, who is almost taking that stock there, but not quite following that up. Still, pretty explosive start of the game.
Yeah, I think one thing to keep in mind here is that King isn't necessarily a huge laser Falco. Oh no, Rev! Oh, stop it!
No.
Rev, I'm not gonna lie. Your edge eggs not your best suit. Just do the combo stuff. You're very good at that.
Yeah. Just try to get something in.
That's two stocks just kind of gone to throwing eggs and not really getting anything in return.
But I want to throw the egg. I want to throw. Yeah, he needs to find something else, because if he gets another one of those stocks, it is going to be pretty detrimental. But okay, pretty good position there. Gets the Nair, because the forward would have probably sent him onto Randall and not take the stock. So Nair, pretty clean option there. And now Rev one stock ahead. Still not in the best position, because 80% that could probably spell. But it's saved there though.
King is just throwing out the kill moves, and whenever I see a player just abandon their game plan in this desperate bid to get the knockout, it has me worried. Like, that's where I see kind of the mentality can maybe crack a little bit. But it is even. Right, they're both at 2 stocks, so a small percentage difference, but really nothing too significant.
Yeah, it seems like we're getting slowly in that autopilot territory, and that's a pretty dangerous territory to play in. Oh, but no, now there's no Isaac Palin. He actually had control. The stick is back into the 4th position, and Rev in a pretty nasty situation here. Is an entire stock behind Rev at only, or King at only 64%, and now he is going to try and laser. No, gets caught by the down smash, and that's actually it. Kind of a sloppy movement option there by jumping in there.
Last stock, last game. All right, this is gonna decide it. Rev at nearly 80% though. That is worrying. And King gets a nice little shine. Still continuing on with the pressure. Laser, neutral air. Rev off the stage. Wow, it's back on it.
Good air dodge, yeah. But it's still really close. Oh, gets that up air though, and
let's go.
Oof! It seems like the outer side of the hitbox just barely hit him with that upper, and look, just barely clutching out that game. But still, I didn't from what you told me, I didn't expect it to just go this close in a game 5, and I saw like a small pop off from King there.